Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is Better Angels. This is a television show that's produced by Better Angels Ministries, and we're glad you all are here today for the show. I'm Greg, and this is my wife, Rosalind.
Good morning.
And we're your hosts for the show of Better Angels. This is a concept that she and I have talked about. We have a son that's 15 years old with Asperger's autism, and you want to tell them a little bit about how we feel about folks with developmental disabilities?
I think you're all angels and you're all a blessing to the lives that you touch. So we want to help make a difference in your lives and help educate the community and open more doors for you.
So that's what this show's all about, is trying to promote what happens in the lives of people with disabilities and the specialness of your lives and how you touch our lives over the years. And we want to share that with the broader community. So we're going to do it via the media, and we appreciate you being here today. We've got some special guests lined up for you today. Our first guest is already sitting over here. Her name's Miss Linda Ballou. So y'all welcome Linda to the show today. And then after we talk to Linda, we're going to talk to Mr. Stanley Barber. He'll be joining us a little bit later. Yay, Stanley. And then we have Miss Carrie Bradley is also on the show today. Hey, Miss Carrie. And then finally today, our guest is a lady who's worked in this field, just like Rosalind and I have for a number of years. But Miss Renita has worked in the field for 17 years. So she's a very special lady. She's going to bring a lot of good information to us, Miss Renita Whitfield. So let's go ahead and join our guest.
Good morning, Miss Linda.
Good morning.
We're glad that you chose to join us this morning.
Glad to join you too.
Well, you're looking mighty pretty in your Charlie Brown shirt today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Linda, tell us a little bit about yourself. You told me, we talked a little bit yesterday, getting ready for the show today, that you started out growing up in Milledgeville, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you live at the state hospital up there?
Yeah, I was 15 years old.
Okay. And how long did you stay there? Do you remember?
A long time.
Long time? And then you moved from there and you went to, where'd you
Bainbridge.
go? Went to Bainbridge?
In Thomasville.
And then Thomasville.
Yeah.
Did you go to Bainbridge State Hospital and then Thomasville Hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then finally you left there and moved to Albany, or where?
Albany.
Okay. Do you remember how long ago that was, Linda?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time. I know it's been at least 10 or 12 years ago, and maybe even longer than that.
More than that.
It's been more than that. Okay, good. Well, tell me a little bit about, you used to have a guy that worked with you who used to work for me, and his name was Chuck Poplin. You remember Chuck?
I remember him.
Tell me what you remember about Chuck.
He found my mom for me.
He helped you find your mom?
Yeah.
So over the years, you started out in Milledgeville, and then you went to Bainbridge State Hospital and went to Thomasville, and then you finally moved to the community. All that time, you were trying to find your family, weren't you?
I sure was.
Okay, all right. Well, tell me, do you remember what Chuck used to do, what his job title was?
Find your family.
Find your family for you? Okay. Well, he was what was called a service coordinator at the time, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And he was your service coordinator.
He sure was.
Well, how did he know that was important to you?
I asked him to help me find my mom for me.
Okay, all right. And then he went to work on that, and did it take a long time?
Yeah, it took a long time. He finally found her for me.
Well, he kept working at it, didn't he?
He sure did.
Okay, and then you were able to reconnect with her?
Mm-hmm. Went to see her in nursing home.
Okay, all right. That was a special visit, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Okay. And tell us now, Linda, you have a roommate?
I have a roommate.
What's your roommate's name?
Ronnie Toombs.
Okay, you got Ronnie as your roommate.
Right.
And so what do you and Ronnie do out in the community?
We go out to eat sometime.
Where do you like to eat?
Old times.
The Country Buffet.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else do you like to do in the community, Linda?
Look at arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts?
Yeah.
Do you do that in the day at Primus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's some of the arts and crafts you've done lately?
I paint pictures,
You painted pictures?
What was your pictures of?
animals.
Animals. What's your favorite animal?
Wolves.
You like wolves?
Mm-hmm.
You like the wilderness stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Linda, let me ask you this. Having lived in 3 of our state facilities, the hospitals, do you like living in an apartment better than you did in the hospital?
I sure do.
Okay. Can you tell us what might be a little bit different between living in the hospital and living in your own apartment?
It's different.
It's different? How is it different, Linda?
I'm willing to move around in.
You got more room to move around in?
You get to go somewhere. You can't go down there. You can't go nowhere down there.
So you get to go places in the community, and you didn't do that in the hospital, right?
No, I get to go nowhere down there.
Okay. Okay. Do you like to cook?
I used to cook.
You did? You
Mhm.
did? What'd you like to cook?
Baked potatoes, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me, what time of year is it? What's this time of year?
Christmas time.
It's Christmas time. And what are you looking forward to at Christmas?
Big Christmas.
Okay, what's a big Christmas to you?
Give a lot of gifts.
You like to give a lot of gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Is that what you do with your arts and crafts?
Mm-hmm.
It is? Okay. All right, well, if you could tell Chuck Poplin anything, what would you like to say to him?
I thank you. My gift was finding my mama for me.
That was the best gift anybody could ever give you, wasn't it?
You get a big hug for me, too.
Yeah, well, you know, Chuck lives in Florida now with his family, and we still keep in contact, so I'll certainly be telling him about you being on the show and about you talking about what he did for you. And I'll send him a copy of this TV show. How about that?
That sounds good.
That sounds good to you? Well, Linda, is there anything else you want to tell our audience out there in TV land about?
I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Everybody have a Merry Christmas. All right. Anything you want to tell them about people with disabilities and how they should view people with disabilities?
And hope they get better. Help them out, everybody.
Help people out and hope they get better?
And the wheelchair people, too.
Okay. All right. Well, Linda, honey, you got any other questions that's come to mind as we've gone through today? All right. Well, Linda, you got any questions for us?
She's pretty.
Is she?
Thank you, Miss Linda. I think you're beautiful, too.
Thank you.
Did I do good, Linda?
You did good.
All right. Well, I try real hard at everything I do to do good, so I'm glad I did good with a pretty wife. and you look mighty pretty today.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, besides going out, and I know we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but I want to talk a little more. Besides going out to eat, what's some other things you like to do in the community?
Walk around.
Like, where do you go walking?
Long walks.
Long walks?
Mm-hmm.
Do you walk near your apartment, or do you go to the mall, or what do you do?
Go walk around the mall.
Go walk around the mall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, sometimes they have art exhibits out there. Do you get to see those? The children in the schools will do art exhibits.
Do. I get to see them.
Do you enjoy seeing those?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
See Christmas trees up there.
The Christmas trees are up right now.
I know it was putting up one time.
Uh-huh. Do you have a Christmas tree in your apartment?
Not yet. I ain't put it up yet.
Hadn't put it up yet?
You better get busy.
I'm gonna do.
You gonna do that this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, good deal. Well, Linda, we thank you for coming and talking with us today, and we appreciate your time and your sharing about living in the state hospitals and now living in the community and how you like that better, okay?
Okay.
And you're
All
gonna
right.
come back and see us again, okay?
Okay, I'll come back.
All right.
All right, well, y'all give her a round of applause. We're going to take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll have our guest, Mr. Stanley Barber. So you stay tuned.